What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We are back here on Erlengrat on the new Alpine expansion pack for Farming Simulator 19. Today is Sunday, November 15th, and this here on this Let's Play is episode 2. And a bunch going on here. We were here working on our fields, and like I said, there was some snow coming in. It didn't come in when it was supposed to. Came in a little bit later. But it came. We got rain going on right now. Hopefully it melts off this snow pretty soon, but until then we're just going to do what we can. And as you see, we're out here playing in the snow here. I was like kind of plowing the snow around. You could plow the snow off with some fields, and that way you got like at least was able to see what we were doing a little bit. I just wanted to do a little test area in a couple little spots. But yeah, hopefully this rain will help get rid of the snow. But you see way up in the mountains even it snowed a bunch. Still gotta get my computer caught up to everything here. That way I can see the chit chat. Alright. We're good to go, I think, here. But yeah, so as you can see, this looks planted right here, right? So we got some wheat put down on this whole field here. We're planting right through the snow. It works out pretty well. And then on this one I started a little bit. I'm like, man, I can't even see what I'm doing. So what I did, I hired a worker here, and they planted out that whole field for me. I went around the edges at least, all the way around. And you can see like the grass line or where the grass is or where the soil starts, so you know at least where you can do your headlands. This one I did the same thing. And I was like, oh, you know what? I could just use the ridge markers here on this cedar here. It's the Kverneland Core DL. I think it was like 18,000. I just bought it instead of leasing it. Pretty cheap, so we own that one now. I wanted to get that little what's it called? The Pottinger, that new cedar that is the part of the DLC for this map. I do like that one. It does cost $40,000. It is only one slot to have it. Which I like a lot. I'll probably get that one later on. That one's only 3 meters. I went with this one because, of course, we like this one a lot, and this one is 6 meters wide. So, why not? It's super lightweight and easy to use. Kverneland, they make good stuff. They also have a DLC. I don't have the Kverneland DLC stuff, but that's also super nice as well. So we'll go ahead and get all this fired up. And we're planting wheat in these two fields. Oh yeah, also, let me show you guys this way. So this was that first field that we did. Decent size. I did this other field here as well. Whoa, it's going around a little fast there. This field here, you can see it kind of, that's our little dividing point there. We have this field here that we were working on at the end of last video. And then I also came in and did this little bit bigger field. It goes around here, all the way around the edge here. And you can kind of see it goes all the way up and around this way. So we actually have 3 fields here now that we've been working on. I'm just trying to hurry up and get some wheat put down. I don't know how long our season's going to be, and I want to go ahead and just get the wheat. The seed has, I believe it has a medium, yeah, the seed has a medium frost resistance for wheat, barley, and oat. Same with canola and oilseed radish, but that's just a fertilizer. So we could do canola, which I probably will do canola on the bigger field, but I like to have straw as well. So it's very, I might just do, I think I will just do oat or barley. I'll probably do oats on the other field. That way we have straw swath from that as well, and we could bale and get money from the bales. We'll be doing lots of bales on this map. But yeah, and then once they're young, the frost resistance is high. But once they're young, we should be getting into the summertime, and it should be a little bit warmer. And of course, mature, they have nothing. There's no resistance. They just wither out. So we're good to go there on planting for the wheat. All we have to do is follow this ridge mark all the way around, and that tells us right where we want to be. It should give us our proper distance. Also in here, you can just use the nose of the tractor here and just keep it aligned. You just have to be careful with the ridge markers, because if you go over your area that's seeded already, it will leave it in a cultivated state. It will dig up your seed and you'll have to replant over it. But as long as we're going, you know, around in a circle like this, that ridge marker sticking out should always kind of be out of the way. It shouldn't hit any of the spots that we're planting. So we should be okay. We're just going to keep on cruising around here in the snow. Just trying to get ahead of things, you know. This is how it's going to be planting in the Alps. It's going to be a lot of winter time work, long winter. You know, we're already in early spring. It is 37 degrees out right now. I just noticed that. It was like 31. I think throughout the night it got down pretty cold. But yeah, this has been a good little, good way to do this. I think the cedar does oats as well. It should. It's also kind of funny too, because I'm totally like tires spin in the snow. My tires are totally spinning when I go around turns and stuff, so I'm almost like drifting in the corners just a little bit. It's pretty fun. I don't play in the snow in this game all the time, so it's been a blast so far doing plowing, and I think it's a good thing. I'm glad I went with seasons on this map, just because, you know, if you're up here and you're farming and you're living up here, you're definitely dealing with the snow. And I have the Switzerland's geo going, so it is the geo for the area, which I think that's also fun. Hopefully that ridge marker didn't tear up that back there too much. It looked like it kind of dug in a little bit. Seems fine. If I miss any spots, I'll go back and get them, but it definitely gives us kind of a good idea where we're supposed to be when you can't see what you're doing. Because I wouldn't be able to plant this field like this if I wasn't using these ridge markers. But see, kind of since we're getting down there, what we have to do instead of tearing it up is we have to raise it up like that. And then we'll come over to this one. Because that's where we're supposed to be. And then when we come back down, I'll lift the ridge marker up as we finish off that little point there. I think that's how we're supposed to do that there. Then once we get past that point, we'll drop it down again. That way we're not tearing up right where we put our seed down. It makes sense that a ridge marker like that would tear up your seed, because, well, you're making a big score in the ground, tearing it up pretty good. So once we get like right down here, I'm going to go ahead and lift this thing up like right now. So we don't really need it down through here. And we'll go ahead and flip around. See, we're sliding out. Nothing we can't handle. And then once we get up here a little bit more, I'll drop the ridge marker back down again. I'll pretty much have to keep on tightening up our circle each time. Or our triangle now. I've used the ridge markers before, but I'm like, yeah, I don't really need it. I can kind of see what I'm doing. I ride in this view most of the time anyways. Oops, I should be dropping it down right now, though. Oh, that, or that. I guess, I don't know, it's getting so tight through here, I barely need them anymore. But just to know kind of where we're at. Still like having just a little mark there. But we're almost done with this whole area. I just got to go down through here. Flip this around. See, we're spinning, we're spinning. Yeah, well, all we have to do is go around this a couple more times here, and I think we'll be good to go. Drift this seed right in the ground. We're drifting around right now. And we have all-wheel steer as well on this tractor. So that really helps our turning radius and stuff. And I'm just going to go this way one more time here. And I think this whole field's probably done. We'll check in the map. I think we're good to go. So we're gonna, you can't really see that field, but it's there. Yeah, this whole field here. We're gonna go over here to this field, and we'll start putting down some oats. Hey, what's up, Wolf? How's it going, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you popping on. So let's go ahead and see here. Yep, we can do some oats. I think I'm gonna go ahead and run down, and we'll fill this thing up though. Might as well get it all filled up before we start on the oat field. But now we have both of these fields planted in some wheat, and they'll be able to come up in the summertime-ish, right? Late summer. Whoa, we're sliding everywhere. Yeah, it's a little slick out here in the fields, but I did do some plowing down here in the yard. We got a big old pile of snow over here. Yeah, I got it all kind of cleared out of this area and all the way down through there. So that was pretty fun getting all that cleared out. I do have a little salt box there now for when I want to start doing more salt. Because the salt out of this thing was expensive. But seeds aren't too bad though. 935 bucks. Still seems a little slick out. I'm surprised as slick as it is out. It's 37 degrees. It shouldn't be freezing. It's above freezing. Whoa. Just slid right into that. Oh, get off of there. There we go. You know what I think would really help? I can't believe I haven't been doing that the whole time. Just gotta sneak in here really quick. I'll put this down. I have the weight right here to give me a lot more traction in the front. I should have already had that. Oh, don't laugh at me, Wolf. Just kidding. Oops. Just got back into that. Be like the all-wheel drive on the tractor. The thing's pretty slick. This Lin track, thing's sweet. I like the beacons on this thing, the flashers. Also the light too. See that light on the top up there? Like all the lights on this thing are pretty cool looking. It's not like the hazards like on your side panel there, but it is pretty cool. I like how it's kind of a new style. Like even inside looks kind of modernized a little bit, you know. And you have the open top for doing loading inside too. I like that. It's the skylight. That way you can, when you're lifting a load over, you can kind of see what you're doing up there. I like that a lot. But with this weight on here, you can also turn off the all-wheel steer. And there's that little electric tractor you were talking about getting there, Wolf, as well. Is this little electric one? Thing's so quiet. It's on right now and you can't even hear it. Good little runner. Charging station's just around the corner over there. It's pretty sweet. But that should give us some more traction in the front end of this thing, hopefully. Let's get back up here and start getting some oats put down. There should be enough in this cedar, I believe, to be able to do this field. It goes pretty good ways. Go ahead and lower it. I think I'll put this ridge marker out too. That way we just go ahead and get it started the right way. And yeah, go ahead and turn it on and get going. I'm just going to go ahead and overhang here. That way we have enough area. We're not like missing spots, you know, by overhanging. Or not overhanging enough. You always want to have a little bit of overlap. That way you're not you know, missing areas that don't have seed in it. I did put on fast farm as well. That way we get a little bit more torque and traction getting up these hills. Because we are sliding quite a bit here. But that's why I thought it was pretty fun. It's like half the battle is kind of romping around in the snow. So I'll turn all those on. Looks cooler. See, tires are spinning. We're good to go though. It's doing just fine. Oop, not enough overlap there. Yeah, I'm just glad that we could do this in the snow. Actually, I wasn't totally sure if we could actually plant in the snow. And it's a pretty uneven field, too. There's a lot of little dips and little, you know, areas that aren't very even. So, there might be some spots that I missed due to that. We'll have to go, like, we'll keep an eye on the map and kind of see where seed's actually getting down. Check the population of actually what's going in there or not. But as you guys see, it's taking the seed, and we'll check the map in just a bit and kind of see how we're doing. The ridge marker will allow me to be able to follow around. Sliding out good there. There's our first headlands, and then we'll jump over here and follow the ridge mark. He said, yo, you guys, I forgot about you. Nope, I'm back and better. Well, I'm glad that you are back, Coolio. Good to see you on here, bro. You better not forget about us. Ever. You're stuck, man. You're part of the team. Yeah, we're just out here getting some oats put down on Erlengrat on the new Alpine expansion pack here. Just having a good old time. Playing in the snow, sliding around. We should be doing it a lot faster than this, but we're sliding out quite a bit here in the snow. Oh man, you had COVID? I didn't. Did we even talk to you about that? Oh, that's not good. You said missed you guys. I'm negative. No more COVID. Well, that's good. Sorry to hear you even had it at all. Glad you're better. That's fucking awesome. Excuse my language. That's fantastic. Heck yeah. All right, well, that ridge marker's not even working right there, so we'll have to figure that one out. Depending on the angle, I guess we won't be able to get a ridge mark everywhere. That worked out really good if it's flat, but it's not too flat up here. We'll just do what we could do. Whoa, sliding out there. So as soon as I start going downhill, it like really wants to pick up fast with the fast farm and really get slippy. Yeah, especially around that turn, it gets slick right through there. Gotta take that one nice and slow. Don't want to go too fast. On some of these areas, I get going pretty quick and then I end up in a spin, especially around these turns. So I think just around this corner here, I guess I do have ridge mark a little bit, so I'll just be able to kind of base myself off of this one. I can stay, you know, the 3 meters or whatever away from that last ridge mark over there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Come on, baby, go, baby, go. It's slowing a lot through there. I guess that hill's pretty steep right back there. It doesn't look so steep, but when you look at it at a different angle, it's, you know, we got a pretty good slope there. So yeah, in here I just got to stay, you know, 3 meters away from that other mark, and we should be pretty good. Get a little close there. Yeah, I think we'll be right in that range. I believe with the ridge mark it gives a little slight overlap as well. Here, let's go ahead and check the map, see what we're doing. See if we know what we're doing here. Alright, so far so good. We're just going around. Doesn't say growing yet, it just says planted. Seeds in the ground, still has to germinate. And I hope we don't have any germination failed. Wheat should be able to grow here. And the frost resistance on seed is high. Or no, it's medium. The young seedlings, the young juvenile plants, their resistance is high. But it shouldn't be any snow when they start sprouting. We just got a little bit of snow here in the beginning of the year. And I don't think... I bet we don't get any more snow after this snow here. So we just kind of have to plow our way through it, so to speak. And get the seed in the ground. That way we're early on that. Everything's fully fertilized already as well. Yeah, it's tough going through there. Oh, I should probably put this out. Yeah, slow going, tires spinning like crazy. This isn't the most powerful tractor either. It's a good little tractor. I think it works out perfect for what we're doing here. I like the all-wheel steer, which I'm using right now as well. It's super touchy, but once you kind of get used to it, especially in the snow and doing this, it's actually pretty sweet. And we're already almost down to 50% on the seed, so we'll have to probably do a couple trips back and forth with that, which is fine. I thought it would go a little bit further, but this field is a lot bigger than those other ones. I think it should do pretty well on, like this field is going to be oats, so it should do well on oats, and also for how much straw we're going to get off of this one. I think we're also still going to try to maybe find one more piece of land and make a couple more fields later on as well. I'm not sure we're going to get on there yet. We might do some kind of root crop, because the root crops will do really well. I hear, oh, there goes the snow right now. See ya, snow. Don't need that down anymore. Whoa, it looks way different. I knew the rain was going to start getting rid of it. I'm glad we were able to play around with it for a little bit. Yeah, it feels a lot different. Like I have traction now. Yeah, we could go way faster. See what I missed here. Missed a little bit. I'm actually glad it kind of stopped when it did. I'm also going to jump in here now. I was just enjoying the snow, so I slowed the time down. But I've been keeping a lot of it at ×5. Just to kind of help speed things up and get through this first season. Got one little corner here to do. Oh man, we got wheat over there to do. I'm going to jump over there and fix that really quick. In the map, it's so hard to tell small spots, but we missed a bunch. I thought we did too, just the way it all kind of was going. We'll switch this back over to wheat. Don't want to plant the wrong crop, because that could be annoying to harvest. That's pretty much what happened on Stone Valley when they did Stone Valley. There was some crops in certain areas that weren't the same crop. Make sure you got the same crop or your harvesters get confused. See, I did this field. That's why there was so much mist. The worker did the other one. They were able to see underneath the snow and do a good job. I did the headlands pretty good for them, but they did all the rest. Man, I missed a bunch of spots. That was the first time I ever tried to seed in the snow. Yeah, pretty much all the areas I was turning around is where I was missing. It's all good. Get some seed in the ground and nobody would know the difference. I just wanted like the seed to kind of be in the ground at the same time. That's why I jumped over here to fix this one, and that way we could jump back on that one, and you know, because all the seed will come up, but those spots will probably still be delayed a little bit. I'm like trying to get ready for the slide, but it doesn't slide anymore. Well, I guess it kind of does if I'm going in fast enough with the all-wheel turning. Oops. It's like I missed all my corners. It's probably because I'm like trying to follow the ridge marker and the way the ridge marker is for each one while I'm turning. It's kind of a weird line. I was probably just trying to just follow that more. I should have just been not thinking about that on my turn, just doing the turn. Is that all of it for that? Check up here one more time. Alright, we're Good there. We'll jump back over. We'll switch it back over to oats. And we'll just continue on with what we were doing. Whoa, coming in hot. I think I'm going to turn off all-wheel steer. I think it's R1 and L3. Ooh, yeah, I got that right. Yeah, R1, L3 to switch your all-wheel. So it's either like this or R1, L3, and oh yeah, that's the crab block. Would that be left, and then crab right is like that, and then all-wheel is like this. That's really good for in the yard, but sometimes it's too touchy when you're driving around and when you're trying to plant it with fast farm going. Hey, what's up, Pistol Pete? He said, hey, do you know me? I know you, homie. He said, do you know me, homie? So we'll go ahead and do R1, L3, and we'll turn off that. That way we can steer a little bit better, a little bit smoother. Yeah, how's it going, Pete? Hopefully everything's going well for you. I know I was just chit-chatting with you a little bit over there on Wolf's stream. Old Irish Wolf. His stuff's been fun. It's been fun watching all of his progression of his season. All fresh start over there. If you guys haven't checked out Irish Wolf Gaming, make sure you go check his channel out as well. Like and subscribe. I know some of you guys are already over there, but if anybody's new, man, make sure you check him out. Wolf said, what's up, Pete? He said, yep, other than... Oh, you said, yep, great, other than being sick? That's not good. What are you sick about? Why are you sick? Not a good time of the year to be sick. Not a good year to be sick. I think I missed one little spot. I was definitely doing a lot better on not missing as many spots over here. Not sure. Well, I mean, hopefully you don't have the one thing. Yeah, we do have a couple little spots we missed. That's what happens when you don't get the proper overlap. Especially when you can't see what you're doing. We'll just clean up little spots like that as we go if we see them. But you can kind of see the ground over here is pretty uneven. Also for a harvester too, I think I'm going to go with something pretty small. If we're only going to be doing like not that many fields each year, and also doing mostly baling, stuff like that. Mowing, grass work type of stuff, animals. We won't need a big old harvester. So I think I'll go with something, not like the bison, but something pretty small, I think. Oh, you're outie, Wolf. All right, dude. See you later, man. Thanks a lot for being on. And, yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Wolf and I were just chit-chatting for like a good 30 or so minutes after his stream. Pretty much in between his stream and my stream, we were pretty much chatting on party chat. Pretty much the whole time until I started. But yeah, later, dude. Keep up the good work on your channel. A lot of good content coming out of there right now. Always good content coming out of there, but a lot's been coming out. He's done, I have like 3 to catch up on, and that's all from like one day. Yeah, you're tired? Yeah, for sure, Wolf. We'll see you, man. Get some rest, buddy. Alright, we're good to go now. I think we can just do our thing and go around. Or we could just do the back and forth thing, which sometimes isn't that bad either. I might even just set a worker here for a bit, and that's probably what I'll do. And he can go ahead and work on this just for a little while. Oh yeah, see, I was going to show you guys plowing some snow around. I guess I still can. But I had this one set up, which is the same tractor. I went with the orange on everything for that. And we got the whole snow plow set up. So I totally was over here plowing snow around. You can move the plow, and I was like totally making a big pile. Cleared out the whole area. But this thing definitely plows the snow around really good. Because I cleared out this whole area over here. So I can't wait until next time it snows. I didn't do any salt or anything. I hear if you salt, the snow won't come back. And I kind of like having the snow around. We just got to be able to deal with this. So even here I was clearing off the areas for the cows. Kind of getting all the snow all pushed out of the way. But yeah, if you want to be able to like have the direction of which way your plow is pushing the snow, if you're trying to clean out an area or get in somewhere, it's pretty simple. Works pretty well. And these snow piles will probably stay around for a while. Take a little bit for them to melt. You said yeets myself out of chat? That's funny. Yeah, see ya, buddy. But yeah, that was pretty fun. We cleared out like pretty much our whole yard. Yeah, I think there's even a bunch of snow that was over here. Yeah, a pile there, and yeah, piles over there as well. I was pushing a bunch of snow around. Oh, I also have one other tractor I want to get too, I think. For the collection. Watch, we'll do that really quick just for fun. We'll see how much it is first, but it should be in here. Under small tractors. Yeah, here it is, the Fiat. See, we got a standard. Oh, with the weight in the front. Oh, I like that. Weight in the front. Design with the beacon, of course. No, not with the cab. That's cool though, that you can have all that. I like the open one like this. And yeah, those are pretty sweet tires. I like those. That seems more like traditional though. Front loader, yes. Man, total price 11,000 bucks. Heck yeah, we're getting that bad boy. There's a couple other ones I want to download as well that are little open top tractors like that, just like this one here. It's weird how he's leaning forward like that. Oh yeah, look at that thing. So we'll go ahead and run this thing back here. We'll go ahead and get wet on the way. You're definitely going to enjoy the view when you're driving in one of these though. You'll have a little collection of all these open top old kind of tractors. This one's only a 2-wheel drive. Hey, what's up, Polo 85? How's it going, man? What's up, buddy? Just out here. We just got done dealing with some snow, playing in the snow, but now the snow's kind of been melting off. We're just going to continue on with kind of playing in the rain here. Getting some fields opened up. I might even start into another field. That's probably what I should do while that other guy's planting. It's good to multitask, especially when you have workers going, but it's nice just to take a little break and check out the scenery. And sure was cool seeing snow on this map, though. I'm glad I went with that route. So we'll just go over here. We're gonna park this thing with the other ones. It'll be our little tractor collection over here. I think we are gonna pull out that viewer though and hook up to the plow and probably get some plowing going. Alright, there we go. That's a good little start of a collection there. This one's a nice one though. Like, these ones are nice. Like, check these. So, this one's nice. You know, it's simple. It does what it's supposed to do. But, like, if you look at the detail on this one, it's great. It's, you know, it's basic. But if you look at the detail on this one, like, look at all the detail on that thing. Yeah, that is fantastic looking. I don't know. I really like it a lot. Even with the mirrors and stuff that are out there and everything. And sounds good too. Alright, we'll go over here and hook up to the plow. You said you saw the thumbnail? The snow, that is? Yeah, for sure. Yep, there was definitely some snow. There's still some snow floating around. Little snow piles I made plowing out the yard here. Oh, where's that plow? There it is, right? There we go. Go ahead and hook up to this and we'll at least go up to the top of the hill above our fields and see if we can't make one more field up on top there. Even if it's a smaller one, I don't mind. We'll open up the ground and go from there. See, I got some snow right here. Let's see if we can jump over it with this. Oh, yeah. I was going to put some snow in the... Oh, wow, this thing got washed off, it looks like. A little bit. It was really dirty. I was going to put some snow in the silo, but it wouldn't let me put any in there. In the, like, the multi-fruit grain silos, you could totally put snow and whatever you want in there. Store some snow and bring it out in the summertime. I'll come back and get that little spot right there. That spot pretty much I missed because he was going in a straight line and my line wasn't very straight. Alright. Like the worker got a little ahead of himself on the fertilizer there. Alright, so if we do a field, it's going to be like a pretty steep angle up here, which I'm not that worried about. Looks like we have plenty of room for a field. So I think we'll probably just start in right here. Oh, and also last time I want to correct myself here because I was wrong. So last time, if you guys were watching, I said the correct way to run this plow. So for example, it doesn't matter which direction it's facing, but when you're cutting into it, the wheel's supposed to be rolling. I said the wheel's supposed to roll on the dirt side. Watch, I'll go around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I was saying the wheel's supposed to roll on the dirt side, where actually the wheel's supposed to roll on the grass side, which totally makes sense. You don't want your wheel rolling over a bunch of big clumps of dirt. I thought about that later on. I'm like, wait, that's not even right. And I remember saying that, the correct side. So I have to show you right here what I mean. So like the correct side, what I said last time, if you're going to plow this next chunk, would be running it like this with the wheels down in the dirt, and then the plow over here on this side cutting into the stuff. But really the correct way to run on this side, oh, not having a worker going, you flip it like this, and you run the wheels on the grass, and that way you're plowing the soil towards the soil that's already plowed, if that makes sense. So if we're plowing out here, which I'll turn on, allow create fields here, it should be on now. When you're plowing this way, your wheels should be running on flat ground, not in your you know, your dirt you just chewed up there. That's what's up. We got 9 people on here watching. What is up, everybody? Just working on getting another field cut in. It's a pretty steep angle here. I might even do another oat field, or we'll figure it out. I wouldn't mind having a variety of stuff. Should be pretty fun harvesting on this one as well, because we got to come all the way up in here. I'll figure out the harvester we're going to run. Yeah, it should be a pretty good sized field up here. And then we'll at least get maybe one more area of land that we can kind of do this with. And hopefully we have enough land down below and little other areas that we can mow for grass and do all that. Hey, Pete said, what's up? Everybody like Spike, sub Spike. Heck yeah, Spike. See, it's a little like uneven ground, but I think that is gonna kind of add to the challenge of us being able to do this. Just like when I plowed no man's land in one field. Very similar. There, you know, I flattened out some areas, but on no man's land we plowed the whole entire field into one big the whole map into one big soybean field. So that was pretty fun. But pretty much the same concept. We had to plow the entire map. So that included like the big mountain on their side. We did fill in the lake and plowed, or you know, just plowed it over that. But doing the mountain on the backside, I wasn't even sure if we'd be able to do that, just because of the angle of how steep some of that is back there. Oh man, it was just fine. We had to do some downhill plowing. You know, a little bit faster than going uphill at 1 mile an hour, plowing in certain areas. But it was a success. It went well, so I have no doubts in my mind that we could do all this and harvest it and everything. Just a little extra challenging. That's what's up. We got 10 people on here right now. What is up? Happy Sunday. So the way I'm running this right now, I told you guys this is the correct way to run it. Really, it's not the correct way. Which later on I looked at it again, I'm like, ah, man, I was totally wrong. I totally said it backwards. But you would be wanting to rip away from the grass, ripping your stuff into the soil. You wouldn't want to be ripping the other direction. You'd want to just be turning all the soil onto itself. If that makes sense. You want your yellow little wheels here on this side. You want these wheels rolling on the grass. It doesn't matter. You can totally use it either direction in the game. That's just how you would actually run it, like in real life. So as you guys can see, doing some of this plowing will definitely take some time. All I've really been doing recently is getting, like, you know, 3 or 4 or more headlands cut and then setting a worker to it, and then I'll come back through and work on doing the liming and fertilizing and cultivating and fertilizing again, because that's pretty much what we've been doing on all the fields. But I think with that remainder of the money, at least with maybe a couple $100,000, we'll look at some property. Maybe here in just a bit I'll jump on there and we'll look at some new property and figure out if we're going to do fields on it or mow. We'll be doing a lot of mowing, so we will need lots of grass. It doesn't grow all the time in its seasons, so we will have to wait for the grass to grow and be able to harvest enough of it in a certain amount of time to be able to, you know, be sustainable and have some reserve. I do want to get more cows going. It'd be fun to have a pretty big dairy side of things on this, because they do have like the cheese sell point and the chocolatier down there. You can sell your high grade milk to the high grade chocolatier. I think that's like kind of what the Swiss Alps is all about. It's all rich, and you know, the higher altitude up here and the cold just kind of gives you that more rare but rich quality, you know. And that's what we're going to be putting out here on the farm. Like, just look at the soil. Doesn't the soil just look super dark and rich? Full of good stuff and nutrients. Just gotta get it all prepped. That guy's almost done over there. Besides a couple little bits. Yeah, I'll probably at least go around this field at least 2 more times, which would be a total of 4 passes. I just want to give enough distance, that way when the worker's going, he's not plowing more than he needs to be plowing. That way he can kind of stay within his boundary, if you know what I mean. See, right here we're on our 3rd one now. Nice, we have some, I wouldn't say clear weather, but we have some cloudy weather coming up with no rain just around the corner, which I like. I don't mind playing in the rain. It's kind of what we have to deal with here up in the Swiss Alps. It's going to be cold, rainy most of the time, cloudy. Summertime we'll probably get some gorgeous, gorgeous days, but probably not that many. So when it's harvest time, we'll have to jump on that full bore, at least for this first go around. I'm not sure how this new Switzerland Geo is going to be playing out, so we'll have to kind of just keep an eye on it, and hopefully we get a good harvest in, good harvest time. Hopefully the weather works out in our favor. A spot. Every time I go into that view like that, look in that direction, I usually do. This tractor already has 5 hours on it. It's getting there. Ooh, our fuel's getting kind of down. I just noticed that. And this plow, let me check now. Because this plow hasn't had to have repair at all yet. I believe that's owned, yeah. And it still doesn't warrant repair. I haven't repaired it at all yet. And it's chugging right along. I think if this was a different plow, I would have definitely had to repair it by now after doing those other fields. But this thing is just no problem. Same with the tractor. I haven't repaired the tractor yet either, or fueled it. But fuel's going down, the repair's not. It's a pretty good little setup here. I feel like on 6 Ashes I have to repair stuff. Like every time I use it, I have to do a whole repair on it. I think it's just something to do with that map, I'm pretty sure. Because like the fuel's going pretty quick on this one, more than I kind of remember on some of the other maps. But the repair's not going fast. And I do have dirt on fast as well, which means it gets worn out quicker. So this is almost coming up on the end of our 3rd pass here. We'll do 1 more round, and we'll start a worker on this one. I know you guys probably don't want to watch me plow this whole entire field, because if it was just me by myself, Without you guys watching, I totally would just go around this. I'd be like, I'd keep telling myself I'm going to set a worker to it and then end up doing the whole thing myself. Or get like 2/3 of the way through it and be like, yeah, I might as well just finish it. So this here would be the 4th pass. Because it's funny doing a field like this, because you start off, you're like, oh man, that was long. And you get like 4, 5, 6 passes into it, and you're like coming, kind of closing the circle, and it gets shorter and shorter each time. But this plow is only, what was it, 1.2 meters or whatever it is. It's a pretty small plow. Very realistic though for these parts, for these neck of the woods. I definitely would be getting wet if I was out here right now doing this in the rain. I would, if I was out here like in real life, I would be using that other tractor over there. Where's he at? Oh yeah, down there. He just finished, I guess. Ah, dang it. But I would be using the heat because it's only 37 degrees, and I would be using the windshield wipers because I'd be in a cab. Frank? Who's Frank? Pistol? I have a friend named Frank. I haven't talked to him in years though, but he was a good friend back in the day. Hopefully he's doing well. We used to talk pretty often when we lived closer together, but then he ended up having a baby, and you know how that goes. I moved out of that area. I think he did too, a different direction, and I haven't talked to him in a long time. Not sure who Frank is. Are you talking about Ben Frank? Keeping a 100 like Ben Frank? So yeah, with those 4 passes, that gives us that enough space there. That way the worker doesn't go doing something he's not supposed to do. It kind of keeps them contained. Because when plowing an area that where he can potentially plow into our other fields, is it's always good to kind of keep them contained. I hate when like you don't have enough containment on the workers and they kind of get ahead of themselves and start plowing, or just like destroying all your other stuff, or seeding into your crops that are already ready to go, like on the Stone Valley, stuff like that, you know. So it's kind of a more of a preventative thing for me. I think also I'm just going to have him go across, let's see, this way. Because that's the edge of the field over there where he won't go past that if he does. And he'll just go back and forth right here for a long time. Or she. Look at that view, isn't that pretty? You said I don't know who I'm talking about. You're just making stuff up now, huh? That thing is ripping. Ripping up the Alps. That's pretty steep right there. Yeah, but I just wanted to make sure they were going to turn around and do what they're supposed to do. Oh yeah, see, they're running like that on the grass, see? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, look at how they come down with the wheel in the grass, not on that side. Yeah, that's the correct way. I thought about that later on. I'm like, yeah, I said that totally wrong. Oh, dang it. I don't know why I hit B. Or, I said B, I meant O. B, O, same thing. This thing is dirty. And then like Wolf was looking at his earlier. If you guys saw that, he was looking at the spiked wheels on his mower. I got the spiked wheels for mine. That was pretty cool. And then this Bachmann trailer. It's I think only on this, maybe not only on this map, but it's part of the DLC, I believe. And it's with the straps, it straps over the mower. So I think that whole setup's pretty sweet. And the thing looks good too. Look at the detail on that. Very realistic. I like it. Let's see what he missed over here. Not too much. These areas we can't plant. Let's see if we can get it from a different direction here. Oh, I planted right over that. I knew there'd be little dips though that would be hard to get to. Usually you just got to go a different direction on them. Or what you have to do is use your landscape tool and kind of smooth it out. Ooh, like this one, we might have to do that too. But you have to like smooth it out and relime it and do all that. That's one of those dips. Maybe on the next go around we'll fix all those little dips. The ones that we can't get to. Hey, what's up, Matthew Kirby? How's it going, man? He said, hi, I'm live. Oh, you're live, huh? Where are you live? Live at on PS4 or what? Yeah, I didn't notice there's so many dips out here though. When I was going over, I kind of felt there were some spots. I don't want that many gaps in my fields, you know? But if it's one little area until next go around like that, it's a pretty small spot. We should be able to be fine, you know? No, PC? That's what's up. You're live on PC, huh? Oh, that's cool. How are you live on PC but watching my video? It said, yeah. Like no talking on your video, or what? What are you doing live with no chat? Just have people just watching you play? Like a boss? This field's almost done. You need help getting your chat up? You know, do you have a headset and stuff? All you gotta do, I think, is I think there's something you gotta do where you go in and allow people to hear your chat. When am I gonna go back to Sussex Farms? I'm not sure. That's funny. I was just thinking about that map earlier. Alright, so we're good to go there. I think we're done with this just for now. So I'm going to fold it out. We'll just go ahead and tow it. I must have switched back to the all-wheel steer when the worker took over. Because I turned that off. But it's alright, I don't mind using it like down here in the yard. It's going to start getting dark. Man, as soon as the sun goes over the mountain range, sure does darken up quick through here. I do have a couple spotlights around the farm. Give us a little extra light there. Just going to park this over here. I should park the snow stuff, that way I have more room. Or I could probably scoot that over. I'll go ahead and park the plow and all that. I like this setup though. I went with the orange. I thought it was cool looking with this stuff, and we'll just be able to use this as a secondary tractor out here. You know, if I move that tedder, I'll be able to put this stuff right there. There we go, then I can park this stuff there. I'll go ahead and park the plow first. I think with that salt box, so when I first filled up this thing, the salt, it was expensive salt, but I believe this salt box mod right here, it's either free or something, right? How do I get salt out of that thing? Does it have salt in it already? Maybe you can't get salt like that. Oh, I probably have to open it, right? Oh, and it filled up full, and it's free. So I wasted $15,000 on buying salt. But with that salt box, you buy that salt grit down there, and you can just fill up your salt. So next time, next time when it snows, I'll be able to salt stuff down, and won't even have to worry about the cost of it at all. There we go, park it just like that. That way we can like fit all of our tractors together and not worry about the space so much. Should be able to fit them all in here. I'm going to use this small one here, so might as well take that out of there. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all those in there with the attachments. Let's back this one in there. Maybe we can. Yeah, it's already a little covered here, so you know, having them in here like this isn't that bad. And I do want to go around. You can't even tell when this thing's running because it's so quiet. I do want to get the animals fed. I was thinking about actually buying some more cows. Kind of getting them going, getting them grown. So maybe before I even dump this, we'll see, is it here? Yeah. So there's already some of these in here. I wouldn't mind buying like 10 more of these and 10 more of the other ones, which will bring us up to 30. price by. So I have to spend 22,000 for 10. Alright, now that was more than 10. I guess I didn't confirm that, so we'll just do that one more time here. We'll go here, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And confirm that. And then what were the other kinds? Oh yeah, just the Holsteins, right? Isn't that what those are? Yeah, the Holsteins. So we'll do 10 of those as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He said, "Come on, 8 people watching, only 7 like, even it out." It's all good, man. It's all good. Thanks, though, Pete. Appreciate you. So let's see where we're at now for the animals. So water's way down now. Mixed rations down. Um, yeah, hay, silage, grass way up. They don't really eat as much as that in season stuff, and it looks like we have to clean them out a bit too. So we're gonna do that. And if we have to buy some more TMR and everything to get them all topped off, we totally can. Nope. They still have a bit more to go. I was hoping they were going to take all of this. Well, you know what that means. I want to buy a couple more cows. So I'll buy 2 of those, confirm, and also buy 2 more of these. I'm trying to use up what's in here. There we go. And we'll check to see where that's at. TMR, they're just under, like 9,000 is how much their capacity is. But that's only for 2 days. But they're, you know, it's fine. They're young still. They're not eating as much. Once they get bigger, they start eating a lot more and putting out a lot more as well. And we do already have some milk going, though. That's you don't always see that, right? So I'm surprised that we actually have milk going, because normally, let's see, we'll go over here. Are any of them fertile? Because normally you have to wait until your cows are fertile and about to put out young. So some of those were. These ones are smaller here, 908. Those are the ones we just got right there were all those smaller ones, which is cool. And then all the ones that we already had are 1080, 1087 are the oldest ones there. But they're almost 2 years old, but they're young still. They're not fertile. It means they're not putting off any young yet. And normally they start to get fertile before putting out milk. And as you guys see right there, we do have some milk there already. I'm not sure if it's just from those cows that we started with. I'll have to come back a little later on and see if that will keep rising or not, or if it's just staying like that. Also, I noticed too that we have some crops in our silos already. We also have, yeah, see, we have some wheat, some barley, oats, canola, like 10,000, or we have 14,000 oats, and we have 13,753 of soybeans. We have some corn in there as well. So I was like, oh man, do we have any crops? And then sure enough, we have some right there. So that's good for if I want to start some chickens, which I do. And also I would like to get some pigs going as well. So there's all of our starting food for those animals right there already in our silo. But what I want to do here, I'm going to buzz around, and I want to get some straw for these cows here. We'll just go ahead and buy some loose for right now. I'm not too worried about it. It should be very cheap. Or, yeah, $1? No, free. Free is good. I'll take free all day. Let's turn these lights on this little thing here. Little electric tractor. It's so cute and quiet. Oh, I'm not facing the right way for that. I don't know why I turned in right there. I have to use this thing more to get the battery wore down. That way I can charge it, because I haven't charged it yet. Oh, this isn't even where the freaking straw goes anyways. It's around the corner. Silly me. And then we'll come over and get the water filled up. Yeah, straw goes in right here for their bedding. You said the reason why I haven't been posting videos is because I broke my tablet. I got a bigger, better tablet, and when I get it, I will start posting. For sure, man. It sucks you broke your other one, but it's cool that you got a new one. Cover that up. Woohoo! Play in the snow. Oh, don't get stuck in the snow, though. Oh no, it's in my cab. I also lease this as well. Oh, yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. I figured we need a little bit bigger of a shovel out here. We got animals and stuff like that, so I went with the cloths. We don't do too much cloth stuff. So I figured we might as well come over here and get this. I didn't get the big high dump bucket on it. I could have. This one just looked a little bit better. It's not the biggest wheel loader. It's like one of their smaller versions. I should be able just to back that up off of there now. Get rid of that snow. Yeah, when we start upgrading more, I wouldn't mind actually getting more cloth stuff on this map. I don't do that much cloth equipment, even though I have the expansion pack and everything, or the what's it called, the Platinum Series one, that with all the cloths, everything on it. I should do more, so I probably will on this map. I had the little tractor that could. Looked like it couldn't. It got stuck. Oh, see, you almost can't hear it either, right? It's on, though. It's hard to even tell it's on. Yeah, this thing zips around. I guess I should have kept that wheel loader out. We have to clean the cow. Yeah, I almost said the pig. The cow area out. The little food area. It says it's dirty, but it washes like almost barely anything. They'll probably start getting more now that they're... How many? Let's see, how many do we have now? So we have 34 cows now. So we just tripled what we had in there. I think that'll be good because by this time next year, they'll be putting out a bunch of new like offspring and everything. See, that's how. Oops, I just have to dump that back in there. That's how much their mess was. It said they're dirty. There's only 95 liters. Oh, I couldn't dump that back in, huh? Oh, it's probably because all their TMR and stuff is full. That's alright. I'll just dump this around the corner for now. Or I guess I could just dump it right here in the silage bunker for now. Can't be performed here. Because you can only put chaff in there, huh? I'll just dump it right here for now. As long as it's out of their eating area. And now all of our levels should be all the way filled up on those guys. Can you go back to daytime? Yeah, in the morning. In the morning it will be back to daytime, buddy. I don't really have the option to be able to change that too much. except for wasting the night away. Turn all that off. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything done before we switch through. Looks like we need to get some more water. Get the animals all tidied up, and then I'd be able to get some rest. It's 7:30 right now. It's hard to see. Oh, it's not hard to see. Look how bright those lights are. I can see everything super good. Super bright. At least that doesn't take too long to fill. Come on, get it. It won't pull it. Come on, little guy. There we go. Get up off of there. Joskin was getting stuck, not the tractor. This little tractor's so cute, though. But yeah, it's not that hard to see. You can actually, it's kind of cool. I'm glad it's nighttime. I wanted to show you guys that. You can see the cities glowing in the background. Ooh, also check this out, right? So I'll go into landscape mode. Something you don't see on a lot of maps. Everybody's paying attention. Something you don't see on a lot of maps is the detail of that. You see how that looks and how realistic all that looks, and all the windows. You can see all the windows from afar, right? Like from way far. Like you're here, you can start seeing all those windows pop up. When you go to those windows, each little window and stuff. For example, look, let's just zoom in right here. Like each little window is it looks like something, right? It looks like a room. Look at that. You can see like kind of into it, you know. Even when you move around, it's not just an image. Like the window, you can see how it kind of changes. You can look all the way through it, you know. Let's just go to some other random one here. I haven't even checked out all these, you know. I just noticed yesterday. I'm like, oh man, that's sweet. It's like a balcony, but you can like see into the place, you know. Like a lot of them are probably pretty similar looking, but just it's such good um, detail that they didn't have to do. You can look right into somebody's living room. Look, we're all the way in there. That is like an image, of course, but that's like somebody's living room right there. And you could go all over, and just like there's so much little detail that you can't even see until it's nighttime. Everything looks just super super good that way. I just was like, what? Because I saw all the lights and I zoomed in. I'm like, what? Really? Somebody's freaking house. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. But then, like, where I'm sitting, that's like across the water, where you can see like the cities glowing in the background. But all those other houses and stuff are just like right down there in the city. Like, let's see if I could even see where we're at here. So it'd be like this direction, right up on the mountain. Let's see. Isn't that up here? Oh no, maybe it's right here with the hotel. No, maybe the other hotel's further up here, right? Oh no, I bet it's this. Where am I going? I'm trying to look at the map where my cursor's rolling around to. This is the hotel. It's right here. Yeah, here's the hotel. Get rid of that. So this is probably hard for you guys to see. It's so dark out, but this is like the front of the little boardwalk of the hotel. And I'm gonna look at the front here of that. It's kind of cool. Good detail though, like all the little rooms and stuff, and that just really adds a lot to it. Like look how much as you scroll across the map, there's so much going on. Oh, there's our farm. Got back quick. That's actually not that far from us, huh? Oh yeah, it is a little bit. It's over the water. But yeah, that's just stuff like that. That's why I love this map so far. It's just really good attention to detail. It's like they still need some more water. See, this time I'll just like back in there so I don't get the whole thing stuck. I think this one also... Alright, maybe this one doesn't have all-wheel steer, but that other one does for sure. Which is nice, but this one's such like short wheelbase, where if you had like all-wheel steer on this, you'd be like flipping in a circle so quick. And yes, this thing is running. It's crazy they have like a buddy seat in here. It's so small. You know, who are you gonna put in there? Take your kid to work day, you know, right? It's like such a little tractor, but it's cool looking. And can you get the front loader for this? I think this thing probably does have a front loader attachment. Why would it have the steering wheel, right? Or the joystick if it didn't have capabilities to have a little front loader on there. Alright, this should be able to get them full, I think. We'll check to see where they're at. Oh yeah, they're almost full on water. Boom, they're full on water. And they're really good right now. We got all their levels all topped off. Grass is down a little bit, but that didn't even move overnight, so we're all good there. So I'll just go ahead and... I think I'll just be keeping this over here by the shed as well. Try to keep stuff at least a little organized. See if I can just stash this thing back here. Oh, couldn't see what I was doing. I think right here-ish should probably be fine, right? I just gotta keep using this tractor so I can get the battery down, because what you do, you come over here and the docking station for this thing is right here. You get closer to it and yeah, see how it turns green? See, when you're further back it's not green. You pull up and it comes on, and then once it comes on, you just like filling up with anything, which is L3 in on the left joystick, and then it would fill up. I don't want to fill it up right now because I'm trying to see how long it takes to drain it. I don't use it that much, but it's a zippy little thing. I love the flashers on that. Super awesome little flashers on that. Nice little strobe action. But yeah, I have a good little collection of tractors so far. We have these three here. I love it because I've never used any of these before. Those two are the same, different colors, of course. The little electric one's sweet, and then of course in here we got this one. We got the Fent, which is absolutely filthy, which is fine. We'll wash it later on. We got the new Fiat here, which I think is cool. I need to get like International or something as well. And of course we have the viewer up on the hill putting in some work still. At least that thing has a little bit of light. You can kind of see what you're doing. The other tractors, the other small ones, don't have lights at all in the back. So like, I couldn't even use that little Fent to do the 110 cultivating in the dark because I couldn't see behind me at all. I had to use the what's it called, the Lin track. And we got our mower up here, of course. So I'm gonna jump out here, and I think we're good for the night. I still haven't even used this house yet to do any kind of sleep. I'm not sure where we even get in here. I probably... Oh, is this the door? Or is that our sleep triggers right here? Nope. If anything, this would probably be it. Yep. And we'll go ahead and sleep for the whole 13 hours, and we'll see what happens here. More rain. Cool. Ooh, some sunshine. Oh, yeah, guys. There we go. Is that better for you, Pete? Oh, you gotta go? Oh, for sure. Well, there's that sunshine. There's that daylight you wanted there, buddy. Yeah, for sure. You have a good night, though, man. See you later. Star 11111111. Nice little spam you got going on there. But yeah, looking over good in the daylight. It's beautiful out here, right? Wind's blowing pretty good. Can see if the other clouds are moving by fast. I can hear it in my headset too. Wind's whipping by. Looks like some snow melted down a little bit. Yeah, what's up, Star? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. You must be new. We're just out here on the new Alpine expansion, and we're getting fields plowed. Just got this worker up here going right now. And I think I'll probably just take over right here. We sure do need some fuel in this thing pretty soon, though. Man, where do we have to get fuel from? We should probably just go ahead and do that really quick. And I'll just leave the plow up here. It'll probably be a little bit easier. And we'll have to go down into town to go get some fuel in this thing. I don't have a fuel trailer yet. We'll just go ahead and take a little drive. We'll actually just cut right here. I think that'll be easier. I forget exactly where the gas station is. We'll have to figure that out as we get down here. It's just right down here in the middle of the town, I believe. Get a Lambo, please. This is on PS4. They actually don't have those mods. They don't have like a lot of the real type of vehicles in for mods on console yet. They do have some Lambo tractors, if that's what you mean, but you're probably talking about an actual Lambo, right? I want to go that way. This thing's like my Lambo right here. Almost. Can't you hear those horsepowers? Those horses? Yeah, you said yep. Yeah, you're talking about a real Lambo. That'd be fun. But you can't pull a plow with the Lambo. It'd be spinning tires. This thing is almost the equivalent to that. Yeah, we're doing a whole whopping 21 miles an hour, you know? Buckle up. Buckle up. Hold on to your butts. Sure no one's coming. Alright, we're good. See, I think the gas station's right down in here somewhere. Train's not coming. That's good. Ah, there's the gas station right there. I see it. Hey, what's up, Daryl? How's it going, man? You said they started out making tractors? Yeah, Lambo did? Yeah, for sure, right? They started doing tractors before they started doing sports cars, right? Should probably turn this off while we're filling. Oh, we're already full. 89 bucks. Yeah, how you doing, Daryl? Hopefully you're having a good night. See, that's, I think that's the cheese right there, cheese factory. Yeah, you said, yeah, they started out, for sure, they started out making tractors. That was a long time ago, and then they switched to, not switched, but started making race car stuff. You're doing fine, that's what's up, that's good to hear. You know, crazy times, you know, right now, you never know how everybody's doing. Like, I'm not sure if you caught that last time, if you were on, but a good friend of mine, is a guy from work, but super, super sweet guy. Mexican fella, he went down to Mexico to take care of his family that was sick from COVID, I believe, and he ended up getting COVID himself and passing away. So he'll be missed. So you never know. I was just talking to him not that long ago, and he's um, super, super happy about the baby and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, he's not here anymore. You always got to make sure you tell your loved ones and friends that you love them, and you never know what's going to happen on the next one, you know? Ooh, let's go this way. You said get a Lambo tractor, please? Oh, I probably won't be spending the money on the Lambo right now, but we can at least go in here and see if they have any Lambos in here right now. I don't have all of the stuff downloaded. Some of the Lambo... I almost thought that was Lambo. It looks a lot like a Valtra. Um, a lot of the Lambo stuff is a mod tractor that I don't have downloaded right now. Nope. Sorry, man. No Lambos in here right now. And then all I have in here for cars. Oh, I do have this new thing. This is pretty sweet, right? That's almost like a Lambo. We got the Land Rover. That thing's pretty cool. But we also have this new Workmax. We downloaded that. That thing's pretty sweet. A JCB with the dump bed on the back. And then all the new NMC trucks. With everything on it pretty much. Got all those. Got all the NMC trucks in here right now. And of course the Mahindra. On Top Gear, they drove one around their track. Would they drive around? They drove around the Lambo tractor, or they drive around that Land Rover. One of these, right? Top Gear. Or do they do a Land Rover tractor? Or, a Lamborghini tractor. Oh, a tractor? That's funny. Probably one of the slower things they drive out there. We'll go up here, hook up to the plow, and we'll continue on the plowing of this field for a little bit. I'll probably do a little bit here, and then I'll set a worker back to it again, and then I'll go down and I'll get the lime wagon hooked up and all that, and bring that up and start doing the lime on this field. You said at that time? At that time, what was a slow thing or what? Because they usually do like all fast stuff, if that's what you're talking about. Man, I really like the way this map looks a lot. Like even the feel of it, the clarity of it. Everything's super smooth and nice. The slowest time, yeah, for sure. I bet it probably was only doing, what, 35? Maybe 40 at the most, right? I think the Lambos are actually pretty quick. Like the JCBs are pretty fast as well. I believe the Lambos are not fast just because their cars are fast, but I believe that tractor actually, those tractors move pretty well. Oh, only 25? That's not that fast. We're going. I know this part's kind of boring, but I personally don't mind doing it. Like I say, if you guys weren't on here, besides me doing multitasking and trying to get more done in a short amount of time, I'll do all this slow work by myself, without any workers. But when I'm off doing other stuff, I don't mind having some work done, and it's totally worth it. Unless you're like broke, it's totally worth it to have workers going. And I took a loan out. I think I took a 300,000, a $500,000 loan. So we took a $500,000 loan out, which we're going to work on paying back. It's kind of our goal on this one. We're just going to take that out, and everything else we'll have to build up and keep working our way there. So I won't be able to go out and just buy whatever. My next thing I'll be buying will be more land, I believe. Oh yeah, actually I wanted to do that. We'll just go ahead and set a worker back here again. I think we'll do that. I want to go ahead and we'll look around at some land and we'll figure out where we want to go from there. So we'll go over here to our map. And we'll have to pretty much figure out plots. So we own all of that land there. Which is nice. It actually... Let me check that whole area out because... So we have this whole plot up here and we're up here right now. So we do have down into here, which is grass that we can mow. All back over here, it looked like we have all this field as well. I don't think we have this. Oh no, we don't own this land, but we do own this land all the way back into here. And even like this house, I believe. Oh, we don't own that land, but we own right here. Oh, we don't own right there, but we own all the way back into here. So potentially what I could do is see all this darker green. You could kind of see like around the edge. What I can do is just open this one up just as a field here. So we'll have 5 fields. And then what I could do, I'll come back and clean that up. What I could do is try to find some other land, like maybe this plot here, for all of our grass. It'll be pretty close to home. Let's see what else we have. We also have this whole area down here for grass to mow. We don't own that, but we do own this whole area, this little front strip here. All this is all grass that we can mow. And then, yeah, I do... Helper F is done with their task. Oh, it's because they didn't have anything to start on. Alright, so that plot was there, which isn't too bad. Wow. I didn't know it was going to be that much land bought on that one. Whew. That was not too bad there, 125. Let's check out what that gives us down there. Oh, that's this whole plot here, huh? That wouldn't be this. Oh yeah, it would be. If it's just this whole plot here, that's not too bad. Let's check that one more time. So yeah, this whole chunk here. Oh yeah, we'll buy that right there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and buy that one, and yeah, that will give us that whole chunk to mow. We'll do one more field. Yeah, that could be turned into a good sized field too, because that got us all the way down into here. All this whole chunk we own here now. We'll be able to mow that, and then we can mow all the way into here, and back here, all the way up into here we can mow, and then all this will be field, and our big field up here. Of course, we can mow all of our in-between grass, which we probably will, just to get as much grass as we can, and we will turn this into a field next. So we'll end up having 5 fields, and a nice grass area. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty of grass. This is a decent sized field here to mow. That should keep us busy. We'll probably do. It all depends on how many rounds we get. I want to do enough to where we get hay, I want grass, and I want silage. So we have to make sure we have enough of all of those. Not done again, huh? Alright, we'll just do some more plowing here for a bit. Until we get past that point. The pointy part of this field here, and then we can set the worker back to it. Or take him back up there again, that wouldn't be too bad. And then we'll start doing some lime. Yeah, nice rolling hills. And you see now we have 91 grand. And we are leasing stuff, so we also have to watch out for our leasing costs as well. Which something else I wouldn't mind doing either is coming in here to contracts. Looks like we have cultivating, and some more cultivating to do. Which I wouldn't mind picking those up. Field 10, Field 9, Field 19. They're all almost the exact same price. I do have whatever tractor we need and the 110 crumbler. So we could potentially start on that. You know, I might do that. Start knocking out contracts. We'll accept that. It doesn't matter what equipment they have because we'll be using our own. We'll probably... Maybe we can just use the Fiat. Does that have enough horsepower? It should. Oh, yeah. We'll go over here. We'll grab the 110. And hopefully we can get this thing running on some fields. Getting some hours put in on it. We'll just have it working on contracts for us, you know. The contracts don't bring in a lot of money, but there's actually a trophy in the game I don't have yet, and that's to do 50 contracts, which I've done like sporadic contracts, but I haven't done like a map where I have a bunch of contracts done yet. This one seems like one of those. Will be like there'll be a lot of cultivating, plowing, fertilizing, and then there'll be like a lot of seed stuff that we could work on. You know, we could pretty much work the fields for them, and as we get up into that, it'll like, you know, there'll be some harvesting stuff that we could potentially do later on to get extra crop or extra money and stuff like that. Alright, so we're hooked up to this. What field was that? It was field 10. And field 10 is where? Of course, way down here. So we'll go down, and then we'll go all the way down to here, just past the railroad, and we'll come down this way. Go for a little drive. Nothing wrong with that in between field work. And yeah, like I was saying before too, a lot of what I'll be doing on here will be like smaller equipment. Like I don't even have a medium-sized tractor yet. They're all small tractors. And we're just going to be working our way up from there. I'm leaning more towards like Fendt and Kloss tractors, stuff like that. All depends on like how much money they are, what their options are, and slot count and stuff like that. At least this time we're not getting rained on. It's got a nice slow drive. One more. So just up here, just past the railroad, there goes the train just there going by, which we can use as well. There's an option to, you can load your grain or whatever, and there's an option to sell at Felsbrunn, and it runs off and it sells it in Felsbrunn. You said get a truck? I have a truck. I have a truck. I don't need a truck yet. Like the one we have. Oh, excuse me. The one we have, I haven't even drove yet. You know, a lot of people that play this game just for fun, goofing around, will go right to buying cars and buying trucks and stuff like that. Me, I buy tractors because you could pull the implements with the tractors. Well, you can't do a whole lot of stuff besides drive around, and you can haul like, you know, fifth wheels, stuff like that, gooseneck trailers, and fuel trailers and stuff like that with trucks. But besides that, it's a lot of. There's a gas station here too. Um, Mostly it's just tractors for me. He said, "Oh, that's all good." Probably just cut through right here. Let's see. Oh, I should have gone down one more. It's all good. These are good sized fields too. And I totally could have just bought one of these down here, or started down here where it's flat. I definitely wanted the challenge of, you know, being up in the hills over there. See our land getting cut in the hill. I wanted to be able to be off this floodplain down here, and as you guys can see, the water's right down here. You know, if it ever came up, we'd be right here in the flood. But we're up there in the hill. It's a lot nicer, a lot better view from up there as well, I feel like. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing unfolded. Way further over here. Now, this thing actually runs super good with this little Fiat. I love the way this tractor sounds too. Kind of gurgly, kind of sounds good in my headset. Yep, pulls it just fine. Oh, cool. Just gonna go ahead and let this person work and get this field cultivated. I'll probably just jump around and knock out all the cultivating jobs with this worker going like this. I don't need the cultivator for a little bit over there. I could always pick up one more 110 crumbler as well. We could have two of them going. I do have the tractors for it, so I might as well, right? Alright, we will jump back over. I'll jump in the orange one this time. And we're going to go get the lime wagon. We'll get that filled up, and we'll get that taken up onto the hill. And we'll start doing some lime work. Amending our soil, prepping it there. I'm also going to turn off the all-wheel steer. We'll get this topped off. We put a decent amount of money into lime already, but it hasn't been too terrible. I don't want to have to get more money out, so we really have to watch our finances now. But if I do have to like borrow, say, another 100,000, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We just need to make sure we start working on paying that back. And I think we'll be fine. We'll do a lot of like silage bales and different stuff like that. We'll definitely get a bang for our buck. I don't think that'll be a problem. I'm gonna check again real quick. Yeah, we're getting milk. Milk is going up, guys. Already, that's humongous right now. It almost makes me want to get even more cows going. Because if we could just already have milk going, and they haven't even started producing young yet. Usually in most seasons you can't do that, you know. This might be a little bit. I should have grabbed the front weight. This might be a little tough for this up here on the hill. It gets a little steeper back here. Try to just be slow going. But that milk right there, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Milk is going for right now. I guess it's not going for that much actually. 1,200. Usually milk's going. Oops. Usually milk's going for more. But let's check also to see what it would be here. Milk. Right here's not. Right now is not that bad. So this must be one of those maps that produces a lot of milk, because I believe dairy and stuff like that, grasslands and dairy, are one of the main crops on this map, I believe. So maybe it just produces a lot of milk on this map, because it's going up pretty quick for not being fertile. But then if it goes up fast, that means the price will be lower. So we'll start working this middle section here and work our way up, and then we'll come back down here once we finish up plowing on the bottom down here as well. Let's see how this thing does back here, pulling this thing. I think if I just go this direction back and forth, that's not as steep as going like from top to bottom. But yeah, we're just going to continue on getting these fields going. I do have one more field to go, so I just got to make sure I have enough money for that, and then really just be able to have enough money for leasing costs. I might need to make a couple deals and do some contracts each day just to be able to pay for our leasing until we start owning stuff. Maybe get through a field. I think with just the cows and with doing all the silage type of stuff, I think we'll be okay. I didn't see what the price for silage is either. Let's see, silage is not going for a whole lot. There's a biogas plant here, right? Yes, there is, but I probably have to own it for it to pop up on here. Silage might be going for a lot more there. Also, I could put down other sell points type of stuff too if we need more type of sell points. But I think a lot of it's going to be focused more on the dairy side of things. So we'll really just have to be focusing on having enough supplies for them. So, we'll make bales. I'll get TMR set up, and we'll be able to do some TMR mixing. I might just have to start with like a smaller TMR mixer just to make like smaller batches to feed them. I'll have to keep the bales under a good cover. That way they don't go disappearing on seasons, because if you leave your bales out and it's not covered, your bales will vanish if it rains. They'll wash away. So I'll have to have storage. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, because if I could make TMR and have if we could store it in this silo over there, I could have a whole batch of TMR that's already in a silo. We'll figure it out. I have to figure out how all the silos are on this on our farm here, and see what they can allow, and also what we can afford. Because I would hate to go even further into debt if we don't have to. I already have to get us out of debt now. But it's always that initial investment of buying the land and doing everything. Come on, get that little thing. I guess if anything, what I can do is like sell one of our tractors, or sell a couple things and lease it back. That way we have, if it's $100,000, we get that money, and then we can just lease the tractor back when we need it. because that'll get our bank account back up pretty quick. There's a few pieces of equipment we actually don't need, like some of the tedder stuff, or there's a bunch of the stuff that we don't need yet, not until it's that time. So we could totally trade those in for the money and then use that money to do everything. That's probably what we'll do if we have to. Alright. Yep, we're getting some stuff done. And we're just going to keep on moving forward. That's probably the last bit of snow you guys saw earlier for the season. If you missed that, that was in the beginning of the episode. We had a bunch of snow out here and around. And it's early spring. We're already starting off with snow. I think we're doing 9-day seasons on this as well. But yeah, we're just going to keep on plugging away. And yep, hopefully this is going to be a fun little... I'm not sure how full of a series it'll be. It might, you know, it's the new kind of flagship map for FS19, so we might as well just keep on getting a nice little farm built here. You know, nice little small Swedish, right? No, it'd be Swiss, right? Not Swedish. That's from Sweden. And we are in Switzerland, so it'd be Swiss, like the Swiss Army knife. Swiss cheese. Swiss chocolate. But yep, if you get anybody who's new to the channel and you guys liked what you saw, please help out by subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. But until next time, you guys all have a great night. Stay tuned. Alright, peace out, guys. See y'all later.